How you doing? I'm filming this on Sunday, the February the 9th. I recently spent 9 days at the hospital in the ICU. 3 of those were in total isolation as doctors worked to identify my symptoms. The 3 days in isolation because of the fear of TB and or valley fever, both of which I was negative, and of course the big C. I ended up having severe pneumonia with the flu and sepsis. I was pumped full of antibiotics, and blood thinners, any number of drugs to assault this, and it was a battle in my body. The damage to my lungs will take weeks to repair. I'm just barely getting my voice back now. But I would speak to the status of our medical system. So I went to San Joaquin General Hospital in San Joaquin County in Stockton. Interestingly, in 1962, I was hit by a car and had my first near-death experience and out-of-body experience at that hospital. So to be there 63 years later, circle of life type of thing. And I did have a near-death experience this last 9 days, complete with visions of future events, which I've told to a few people in private, and time will tell. But the medical system is cracking and buckling. Some of the things I saw that were a constant were homeless, drug addicts and alcoholics, those on the street, and this is with no judgment, that are just not able to get over that hump of that point in their life. They're subject to the whims of others, the violence of others, the hate of others. I just sat in my bed and listened to others talk about being attacked and robbed, or can't get a phone. They knew every hospital, every emergency room. They knew where all the good food was, where to go, where not to go. And sadly, they were all just waiting to get out and take another drink. These are 50-year-old men. And the system just has to absorb them at taxpayer costs. And they know it. The facility I was in, you're unable to call a nurse because none of the nurse call buttons go. I had lost my voice. I was unable to yell. I was given a bell, like, ding, 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 ding. They never heard it. My really only recourse was the fact that I was wired up for 9 days with a electronic device that monitored me 24/7. And the only way to get a response really was to either rip those leads off my chest or unplug my O2 sensor on my finger. And even then, it would take them 15 minutes to respond. Sad and scary is what I could say. The nurse's aides that assisted me for 9 days, a huge arc of experience. Some of these young men and women wanting to start their nursing careers. Some were excellent, others had no clue. I watched as an elderly Hispanic man was brought into a bay next to me, barely alive, wheezing, could barely breathe, spoke no English. And in this day of technology, when we have so many language translator devices that could literally be on you, that could in real time translate. Instead, I saw several times that they had to go get the local security guard who happened to be Hispanic, or any Hispanic person, to interpret. So again, private medical stuff is being transferred to a person that now has their head filled with this particular person's personal history and family, and something should be different. Another issue was, again, these are old buildings with old wiring and stuff, so the fact that there's so much wearable light technology that you can clip on that focuses light in an area, clip on your glasses, you can wear a little headset, none of which is inconvenient. Instead, at 2 in the morning, when you're trying to get better and get some sleep, a nurse will come in 4 bays away to deal with the patient and light the whole bay up. So, boom, you're up. So I would be up for, 6 to 8 hours, 1 a.m. to 6 or 7 a.m. Just up, because you can't go back to sleep. On the good side, I dealt with an incredible team of physicians, internal medicine, infection specialists, lung specialists, mostly Eastern Indian. Most of them were wearing turbans. I have no judgment of that. I was on a path to wellness, and I wanted good information. And there was a team there that came by every day to debrief me about my condition, because they pulled a massive amount of bloods and fluids from me. So the whole arc of this experience, and I've never been 9 days in a hospital ever. It was quite revealing. I saw and heard things that I won't ever be able to get out of my mind. The screaming, the hate against the system. I saw gangbangers just using the most vile language against the people that were there to help them with no judgment. Again, it's the human experience. I will give more later. Right now, my priority is the recovery of my health. I want to thank everybody at San Joaquin General Hospital that helped me to get better. You most certainly saved my life had I not gone. And with that, I wish all peace on their path to consciousness, because that's all this is about. All the hate and division that's going on in the country now is just from low consciousness humans who are still caught in the third dimensional system of pitting one against the other. You should be walking with self-awareness, critical thinking, unconditional love, forgiveness of others, and the big one, no judgment. Who died and left you in charge to point fingers and judge others? Nobody. Be better. I wish you all peace.